So you're a digital entrepreneur who's somewhat stalled with your ability to scale your business right now because of cash flow constraints, right? Things are working for you, but you just need some gasoline to pour on the fire. By gasoline, of course, I mean money, capital, funding. Let me ask you a very important question. What would you do with an extra $100,000 of capital in your business right now? Would you increase an advertising campaign that's working but limited? Would you hire some more people to help you execute on your ideas and optimize what you're already doing? In-house team members, an agency, or VAs? Maybe you'd use it to join that high-end mastermind that you've wanted to be part of for a while, or hire a certain coach who would pull you up to the next level. What I'm about to share with you is an actual funding strategy and resource that's available to digital marketing and home-based entrepreneurs like you and me. A resource that allows you to scale what's already working for you bigger and faster than you can do organically, which is what we call the accelerated scaling method. Did you even know such a thing was available? Neither did I until just a few years ago. When you think of funding and working capital, you probably think that's only available to brick and mortar companies doing millions of dollars in revenue, right? So who am I and what do I know about all this? My name is Dan Kalis. My brother and business partner Joe and I started The Funded Entrepreneur because, well, if it wasn't for this type of funding a few short years ago, we may not have had the success that we did as quickly as we did. We got free from our full-time jobs and created six-figure passive incomes with total time and location freedom within 6 months as digital marketing entrepreneurs, specifically by building a lead generation and affiliate marketing business. Through a unique type of funding program, which is a lot more known and utilized in the creative real estate investing space, we were able to acquire $120,000 of business lines of credit, some of which was used to convert to cash and pay for our salaries. The rest was used to fund our operations and marketing. Just so you know we're real people, here are a few pictures with our business heroes who have turned into friends and mentors. You probably know this guy, Frank Kern, the president of the internet, and these guys, the co-owners of Digital Marketer, Ryan Dice, Perry Belcher, and Roland Frazier, all friends and mentors of ours. We won't bore you with all the other pictures, but let's just say that it's surreal to know these guys and gals on a personal level. And frankly, the only reason we even got into these circles and relationships was that funding. Oftentimes, you have to pay to play in this world of entrepreneurship in order to separate out the serious people from everyone else. But once you do, then you have the opportunity for real connections and relationships. The accelerated scaling method is really about leverage. The smart use of leverage, whether OPM, other people's money, OPT, other people's time and efforts, or any others, is probably the single most powerful strategy for wealth creation today. Here's a type of leverage most people never think about, and a principle coined by the legendary Frank Kern. The most dependable and consistent way to generate wealth is to turn advertising into profit. Let that sink in for a minute. This type of leverage requires tapping into other people's platforms and traffic like Facebook, Google, and other large media companies. So think about this. What if you could leverage other people's money to pay for and leverage other people's ad networks, and also leverage other people's time, effort, and expertise to manage the whole process in business for you? That's the essence of the accelerated scaling method, and it all starts with tapping into business lines of credit. For some reason, you almost never hear anyone in this space talking about business lines of credit, but rest assured, there are a lot of people utilizing it. If you have decent credit or a partner who does, you can probably access this type of funding almost immediately, anywhere from $30,000 all the way up to $150,000. Unlike a typical bank loan or mortgage, these business lines of credit are available on a stated income, no doc, or low doc basis. Everything can be done without leaving your home and having to sign a bunch of papers, and pre-approvals can happen within minutes. You typically get 0% interest in the first 12 to 24 months, and then rates and terms can be renegotiated. And you pay a one-time funding fee only if you get funded, capped at a modest percentage of total approvals, and you pay out of your credit lines. None of the funding is actually paid out of pocket. The bottom line is that this type of funding is often way cheaper than a partner or investor in your business, which is going to maybe take 50% of your business in some cases, and is really, really hard to find an investor for your business anyway. Anyone with decent credit can get this type of funding and scale their business with it. The best part about all this is that we actually have a team that will do all the detailed legwork for you, because who has the time to research hundreds of banks and find the very best credit programs out there, have conversations with dozens of bankers, leaving voicemails, callbacks, and aimlessly applying to a bunch of programs? We didn't, and you probably don't either. So, if you're interested in even seeing how much you'd qualify for, the only logical next step is to request a call with one of our friendly funding advisors and get a quick pre-approval quote. There's no obligation, and the information that they need from you to get a quote will not negatively affect your credit at all. Click on the button below this video and request your funding call now. If it's within normal business hours, you're going to get a call from one of our funding advisors within just a few minutes, so make sure you answer your phone. Thanks for your time, and make sure you let us know how you used your funding to propel your business forward.